Ange Postecoglou is laying down the law at Celtic. He's went to the board and he's basically told them he wants 3 players in before they even start training next season. They want them in as soon as possible. Obviously, they've got Joe Dudgeon in, and they're looking for, wait till you hear this, Celtic fans, they're waiting for a new centre-back, new central midfield player, and another striker is on Ange Postecoglou's shopping list. But the best news of all is Celtic are looking to obviously reinforce this summer, but the club insist that trio Kyogo, Furiashi, Lilabada and Jota are not for sale under any circumstances. Postecoglou sees this trio as part of the long-term future at the club. And that'll go by the comment that Lilabada said the other day when he was asked about not getting game time. He says there are things going on at the back of the club that people don't understand. And I think this is what it is the manager has turned around and he's told the players, listen, you will be getting rotated, you won't play every game, but you are the basis for this club, you're the building blocks for this club going forward. So it's fantastic news. And I've got to say, this morning's top's a bit tight. Postecoglou sees the trio as his long-term vision for the club, so the manager is planning long-term. Whoa, what a start to the day on a Monday morning. Callum McGregor names Celtic players with the hardest job as the captain gets specific with Ange Ball. And then Callum also has been talking about the "We Never Stop" mantra at Celtic. And great news again for Celtic fans, it just keeps coming this morning. Anyway, Dyson Midas says, thank you for all your messages of concern. It has arrived. Just one word. It's not one word. I'm ready to fight. He's ready and he's fit for the game against Hibs next week. He put that on social media last night. So let's jump back to the transfer news that's been spoken about last night. And that breaking news is that Kyogo, Furiashi, Lilabada and Jota are not for sale at any cost this summer. They're going to be the building blocks of the club. It's going to be interesting that the fact that the Celtic manager is looking for another defender. So is he prepared to let either Carl Starfelt or Carter Vickers go? That would be shocking if one of them were to go this summer. I think Carter Vickers will be still here. I think he's just a building block at the back. He's just one of those players that we will keep here. Again, it is up to the player whether he wants to move on, but Ange Postecoglou has said that these 3 players are the main building blocks of the club. He wants 3 headline signings before the start of next season. Headline signings. He's now going for experience and he's going to be spending big money by the sounds of it. No longer are we going to be spending 2 or 3 million. It looks as if he's wanting a couple of big name signings. Headline signings is what it says. Headline signings. Anyway, let's jump to the Callum McGregor story. Callum McGregor looks behind and sees the defensive rock in camera Carter Vickers. He glances forward and he sees a blur of movement and imagination in the shape of Kyogo Furiashi. Well, the rest of the team isn't too shabby either. You've got to admit, Callum McGregor must be sitting going, this is one of the best teams I've played in. You know, he's been at Celtic a long time. You know, Ronnie Dyler brought him in as a player from the youth team, so that's how long Callum has been at the club when you think about the managers that he's worked under. But he looks around this team just now and he says that, you know, this team is just fantastic. He said Carl Starfelt, to be fair, when Kobayashi came on, was strong as well. He says plenty of times there's players have came in, the 2 centre-backs, and they've got the hardest job because they've got to start to play when they're not involved in everything. The flip side is that they're one-on-one and defending all the time. So we've got to be strong at the defending line. They've got to be quick. So it's really tough position. And he says that the 2 defenders at the back actually have a harder game than what people give them credit for. Let me tell you, it is not so easy, says Callum McGregor. He says at the same time, Big Carl, we understand, gives us a big platform on how we want to play. While Carter Vickers may go unnoticed at times, but it can't be said for Kyogo. Kyogo is a whirlwind with his 26th goal of the season. It was a cracking flick. I love it when strikers score their goals. It's a little bit of magic. That little back heel flick into the back of the net is just wonderful. And it's great to see players do that. I still wish that Tony Ralston had scored his overhead kick the other week. And Postecoglou's mantra that is drilled into the players in this team that we never stop. Is the perfect example was it at the weekend. I mean, it was a cup game and they never stopped from the start, for the first minute right till the end. Even the ball boys and Burgos have been drilled at Parkhead to get the ball in as quickly as possible. So it leaves Tynecastle, obviously when you're at an away ground it doesn't happen as quick, but to be fair, the players are pushing on that good, and I mean, coming on, is going to be some player. I think he's a big bully of a player, he's a big centre, and there was someone said in the comments yesterday, it'd be great to see him, and Kyogo playing in the same team, a 4-4-2. I know the manager probably wouldn't go for it, but imagine those two up front. It would bring back memories of Thompson, Sutton, Larsson, goal. You know, that's it. It would be a case of that ball coming in for the wide for Jota. You know, the big man heading it down and Kyogo putting it in the back of the net. I think that would be something that would be. I think that's something that we might see in the Champions League next season. Dyson Maeda, obviously back to that story. He said thank you for the messages through Google Translation. Says thank you for all the messages of concern. It has arrived. Just one word: I'm ready to fight. So he is ready and fit and willing to get back into the first team. You're going to have to fight for your place, lad. That's this morning's Celtic FC news. I might come back with one later on this afternoon if any other stories pop up. Have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the